Hey, welcome back to my channel, Breck DIY. I'm going to show you how to repair damage to walls. We go ahead and throw it on our trowel. Come up to our desired area. That's how we'll start our first coat, just to kind of even everything out. We'll come back and throw another layer on. I just picked this up in Menards. And once this is dry, we'll come back, sand it, and do another coat. Now that we have our sanding block, this is 120 grit sanding block that I have. I'm gonna go ahead and sand these down now that they dried for about 4 hours. You can obviously let it go longer than that, but I'm trying to get this done as soon as possible. So I like to start out just kind of lightly sanding. Start on the edges to kind of blend everything in. If you so choose, you can actually do another coat over the top of all this if you want. But I'm gonna go ahead and put one layer of paint directly in these spots. Let that dry. And then we're gonna have to paint the whole wall so it all blends in nicely. Now we've finished sanding our mud. Now we're gonna go on to the painting process. First, I like to start by putting a piece of paper on the floor to protect from any kind of drips or dropping the rollers or whatever happens. And then we'll go ahead and take our paint, shake it up, pour it in the pan, apply our roller, and then we're going to put our first coat on over just the affected area. Now that we put on our first quick coat of paint over the damaged area, we will let this dry, come back, maybe put a second coat if need be, and then we'll continue on and paint the entire wall to blend in so you don't see the repair from any shadowing. Now that everything's dried, it's looking pretty good, but there's a little bit of shadowing still, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint the entire wall to blend it in so it's nice and perfect. We are ready to paint the entire wall. We got our tape on the trim, papers down, paint's in the tray. Now we're gonna knock out this wall. Now that we completed our paint job, we're going to take off our tape before it dries, because if we don't, when it dries, you can actually pull the paint that has dried off and actually ruin what we just did. So we're going to go ahead and take that, put our covers back on when the wall is dry, clean up our mess, and we're done. Thank you. This is Breck DIY. Thanks for watching.